Now the trickiest part of the Oko Carb or the Keihin is this vent tube right here from hell. This vent tube right here will go I can't stand that up. Anyway, the vent tube goes right in between here. Okay, as this sits, you can see that the vent tube won't go in between there because the float bowl's in the way. So what you have to do with this vent tube is hold the carburetor at an angle so that your floats can go back and forth like this, and then you put the float bowl on and slowly move this back and forth with the vent tube, this vent tube right there, until it kind of it'll click in about right there, and then it'll drop the floats down. Now when you go to clean your carburetor, the carburetor is a very simple thing. Remember, they make millions and millions of these things. They're not made by NASA. They are just a fuel metering device. Therefore, they're really simple. If you get down there, I can take one apart blindfolded. Now, car carburetors are a totally different deal. Multiple carburetors are totally different. Multiple carburetors are the same thing, even though they have this really complicated linkages, which are a pain in the ass. So, if you really want to do the job right, get some Clean R Carb from Carbs R Us, or CRC, that's a good brand, but it's a spray carburetor cleaner. And what you want to do is you do not want to get it on any rubber parts. First of all, it's got benzene in it. What the benzene will do is get into your rubber parts, and it will make the rubber part 8 times bigger than it should be, and it does not go back down. So you want to take the carburetor cleaner along with maybe a little red nozzle or something, and you want to spray it in all the orifices. Spray it in the main jet. Spray it in the pilot jet right here. Spray it in this vent tube and see where it goes. The one thing I would suggest you use is glasses, because getting this shit in your eyes is a real wake up. Okay, it's and usually you're trying to clean the thing out, and you get it at just the perfect angle where it sprays right back in your face. And it's not very fun. Your eyes burn, and it's just a pain in the ass. Now, you want to also spray down in through your intake. Anywhere that there could be any kind of clog or anything, this is a vent tube. Spray down in it. You want to spray in through here. These are this is your bypass right here. This hole that I'm looking at right there, that's your bypass for your choke. Spray down in that one. Pull the choke open over here. Pull it open. Spray down through there. You can spray down through here. These are the slow jet air galleries. The carburetor has a ton of little holes and galleries and all kinds of stuff in them. And if you do not have a good fuel filter, which I preach about all the time, get yourself a good fuel filter and put it on your fuel line somewhere between the tank and the carb. Never trust the gasoline stock fuel filter, the nylon one that sticks up in here. It's a hollow tube, and it sticks up in through the bottom, and it works on every bike the same way. You don't know if that tube has been compromised, or if it's got holes in it or whatever, especially if you have multiple carburetors. If you get one piece of dirt or sludge or bullshit, I just feel like cussing tonight. I don't know why. It kind of makes me feel good. But if you get one piece of junk in one of these carburetors where you've got a slight clog in one carb, your 4-cylinder bike will run like crap. And guess what you're going to have to do? You won't have to take one carburetor off. You'll have to take them all off. And that usually requires taking the tank off and getting a NASA scientist to help you put it all back together. All of that could have been saved by getting one aftermarket fuel filter that you can buy at Napa, any auto parts store, or if you really want to get ripped off, go down to a Honda shop. They'll sell you a 39-cent plastic fuel filter for $5. That's $5 US. And there's no VAT to go along with it, okay? And if you're really nice to them, you can ask them for a little bit of complimentary Vaseline so it doesn't hurt so well when you write your check. Alright, now we know how to clean carbs. And this is the 4-part series of how the Keihin differs from the Oko, which is not that much. Except it does have a lot better body. And it has a better, the slide is in here is a lot more machined. But we'll see how it works on the Dio when I put it on. And like I said, I'm always experimenting. On my Mikuni, this carburetor's jinxed. It worked great for the first 10 minutes and then it stopped work. It just, like it's flooded all the time. And I think there's something internally broken that I just haven't found yet. Broken or clogged, I'm not sure. Okay, well, I've hoped you've liked this primer on carburetors and how to clean them. You should clean your carburetor once a year. If you have a motocross bike, or if you have a regular bike and you leave the gas in it over the winter, because the gas will turn into this gummy, sticky bullshit, and this will get in your main jet. It gets in more main jets than anything, and it clogs these jets. It clogs that main jet right there more than any problem in the world. That's what causes your single carbs to do that. So don't take it down to some Honda shop or some Yamaha shop or some mechanic that's going to take 2 minutes and fix it and charge you $70. Just look at my videos, and I hope that this could help some of you guys out there that have never done this. I found all this out on my own. I've torn them down. I've got books on them. Everything. It's just part of the Dio hobby. So I hope this helps some of you guys out there. And I apologize that I can't speak in foreign languages. I do speak Canadian, but that's even a stretch for me. That's all I teach us here is English, American English. All right, rock on, my friends. I hope you like this.